Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from the Black Business School, and I had a thought I wanted to share with you today. I want to encourage you to remember the importance of building your own. Um, this is a simple idea, but I want to share it with you this way. I knew a friend who lived out in Hollywood, and he was a very talented actor. And he would go to audition after audition after audition, and sometimes he would get small roles. Most of the time, he got nothing. And he always kind of felt like he deserved to have, some of these big opportunities, some of these big money situations. Um, maybe getting a chance to star in one of these major films. And one of the things that he kept mentioning to me is that there's just so much competition that basically, you have to forgive me, guys. I just woke up, but I share ideas with you as I wake up in the morning. And he said that there's so much competition. He said, I know that I'm as good as anybody, but when I get to these auditions, especially for bigger roles, there's just so many people. And I don't know if I'm ever going to get my opportunity. And one of the things I said to him was, I said, well, you got to remember that opportunities are manufactured. Somebody creates an opportunity. There's some executive who owns the studio, who gets with the director, who says, let's make a film. So they decide to make a film. They put some money behind it. They create these roles, and then they put out casting calls. And in these casting calls, there are these opportunities to be a part of this film. And so, effectively, two people with money and power and a vision kind of get together with other people and decide to create this opportunity. And so, what I kind of said to him is, I said, well, what's important to you about being an actor? Is it just the money? And he said, no, it's not just the money. It's the chance to practice my craft. It's a chance to be recognized for my skill, etc. And then, making a living is nice, but the money's not the most important thing to me. I said, well, if that's the case, then why don't you create your own opportunity? I said, you know what? You're in Hollywood. You got a whole lot of people around you with a whole lot of talent who can't get jobs. You got people that know how to write scripts. You got people that know how to make films. You got people that know how to do production and editing, all that stuff. I said, why don't you get together with some of those people, create a great script, make an amazing film, and then pull together your money and distribute that thing through the internet. And I said, now you might not be seen by, you know, 10 million people in a Hollywood blockbuster. You might not make, $1 million from the role. But you can get on the internet and maybe instead of being seen by 10 million, you could be seen by 10,000. That's still pretty good. And instead of making a ton of money, you can at least make a little bit of money. And you told me the money is not really the factor for you anyway. It's about practicing your craft and being recognized for your skill. And so my point in all this was to say that opportunities and fame and all these things that we look for are actually created by corporations. They're created by organizations that have a little bit of money, a little bit of vision, and an organization. The ability to kind of create something where there was nothing. The will to create something where there was nothing. Just the general foresight and vision to understand that opportunities aren't just born. They don't just sort of appear out of nowhere. Somebody decides to create that opportunity. And so the reason that this small lesson is important for black people is because we've got to learn the value and the importance of having the vision to create our own opportunities. If you don't take the time to learn to create your own opportunities, then you'll always be sitting around waiting for somebody to give you a ticket to get on a bus that's being driven by somebody else. And the thing about it is that being black, that puts you in a really vulnerable, horrific position because most of these buses are being driven by white people. You can't go through life dependent upon white people to give you access to your dignity, to give you access to your self-esteem, to give you an opportunity to practice your craft, or an opportunity for you to feel good about yourself. Now, the white man's money's nice. He's got the millions in the bank, right? But at what expense do we have to go through all kinds of craziness in order to get access to that money? I mean, seriously, how much begging, bowing, scraping, and belittling and humiliating yourself do you have to go through to get a chance to get a little bit of his money? Um, Specifically, when I was talking to my friend about Hollywood, I said, how many of these black men, how many of these brothers you see running around here wearing dresses, looking like little punks, putting on wigs, doing all kinds of stupid shit. Excuse my French. I shouldn't say that. I apologize. That's how you know I'm getting mad when I cuss. And I get that from my daddy. I need to cut that out. How many of these black men do you see just emasculating themselves? Almost like little pet monkeys, just so they can get a chance to be in a white man's movie. This is not me attacking the white man for controlling his power. That's his power. It's his right to do that. And if you're silly enough to bow to that, then by all means he should continue to exploit you. That's what he's probably going to do. That's what he's done throughout history. It's up to you to decide if you're going to stand up to that exploitation. It's up to you to decide if you are going to learn a commitment to creating your own opportunities. I can tell you this much. I'm not going to say that I wouldn't be in a movie if it was produced by white people and they paid me a lot of money to do it. I would consider the opportunity. I mean, that's a lot of money. But I can tell you what, because I have decided to create my own opportunities, what that does is that changes the face of the negotiation. I don't need them to give me a chance to be recognized for my craft. I don't need them to give me a chance to be put in front of a lot of people or to make a little bit of money. I don't need them to create an opportunity for me as if that is the only game in town. When there are multiple opportunities for you, when you've got a lot going on your own, it heightens your negotiating ability. It's just like a relationship. I always compare everything to a love relationship because the relationship between black people and whites is like an abusive marriage. There is some love going back and forth, and white folks need us. They actually like having us by their side, but they don't understand the depth to which they abuse us and neglect us and ignore us. But also, we don't understand the degree to which we contribute to our own abuse. And so, just like an abusive relationship, when you are able to work on yourself and you have enough going on your own, then when that abusive partner comes back to you and says, "Baby, I want you back," you have a stronger negotiating position. You might still take that conversation. You might entertain it, but you're not entertaining the conversation from a position of weakness, as if that is the only opportunity you have in the world and the only way you can secure the love that you need. So when you're talking about trying to get prestige, trying to become a boss, trying to be, significant in what you do, everybody wants that. I wanted that when I was young. I still like that. I still like, doing well at what I do. When you're talking about getting that prestige, never forget that you can get that on your own. You don't have to go and bow to a system. You don't have to go and let people exploit you. You don't have to go through all kinds of madness and nonsense in order to get an opportunity to be somebody in this world. You are somebody in this world, whether they give you the opportunity or not. So please keep that in mind. I want to encourage you. If you're looking for ways to learn how to create your own opportunities, go check out theblackbusinessschool.com. You can join for free. We've got great classes like the Black Wealth Boot Camp. We've got Intelligent Boss Moves, the class I teach with Damon Dash, which is well worth it because Damon and I both believe in the importance of creating your own opportunities. And we got a whole lot of great stuff. So go check it out because it's time for us to elevate our game overall. If you're not where you want to be in life, then it's because you haven't put yourself where you want to be in life. It's not because somebody didn't give you that opportunity. Stop thinking that way. Nobody's going to give you anything. You need to go give it to yourself. That's the bottom line. That's just a fact. So go out there and get it. That's all I want to share with you. I'm sorry my voice is a little groggy. I literally do some of these recordings when I first wake up in the morning. That's when my ideas are actually the sharpest. I don't know why. But I just wanted to share that with you. So I hope you guys have a wonderful and empowered day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.